Ruto goes to Mombasa, Raila goes to Western. Ruto
switch.
goes to Mombasa. No, Ruto goes to Western. Raila goes to Mombasa. Like, you cannot really pinpoint. It's hard.
Okay.
And even those Ipsos polls or whatever, I just don't know. I just think that in and around. And you cannot take away the momentum that Hustler has had. You can't.
Unaona vile watu walikuwa wamenyamaza hapa kwa chat, but now they wameamka. Which shows you
have you seen this picture?
Which shows you how politics wakes people up.
Forget pictures and sijui what and memes and sijui nini, sijui ke.
So sawa, hebu tuone hii picha hii hapa inafurahisha watu.
I'll post it in the
But real quick, I just want people to make some quick predictions about what's gonna happen next week. And this is gonna go on. It doesn't mean that the prediction you're making is the guy you're supporting, but I just want you to make a prediction and give. No, we want to make it interesting, and I want someone to write this down because we're gonna come back to this.
It's on record.
Next week.
Recorded. Yes.
Just give the percentage. There's 2 horses. So just I want to go around real quick. You don't have to give a reason. You don't have to give justification. I think we're gonna start with Mika because Mika has already revealed.
Are we doing that right now when we come back?
No, right now before we.
We do it when we come back.
Yeah, when we come back.
So that you can think, so that you can cook numbers.
Yeah, I want to think.
No, watu waseme sahi.
Hapana, let's do it now.
Hiyo ya kurudi tutakuja na instructions za kuenda kwa polls.
Yeah. So Mika, you start. Who do you think is gonna win next week? And what percentage do you think is gonna win by? Mika.
Martha
and Rao. Okay, Martha Rao. Okay.
Martha and Rao are going to scoop it up with 50 plus 1.
50% plus 1.
Yeah, I wanaenda kuchukua na it's going to be a whooping 57%.
57%. Okay, very bold prediction from Mika. Who wins again? Martha and Rao.
Martha Rao.
Okay. So Mika 57%. Hizi hapa lazima tuziandike.
Jemo.
Jemo. Yeah. Jemo, we will win you back into politics, whether you like it or not.
Jemo anasema Ongwae atashinda. Sorry. No, Ongwae hawezi rani Simba.
Man, I don't know. I mean, I guess just, I don't know, 54%.
Who's your candidate? Who's your candidate?
No.
Not your candidate, sorry.
No, it doesn't have to be your candidate.
Who I think might win.
Yeah.
I mean, going by what I think is out there, maybe, of course, Rao and Martha. 50, what did I say, 54?
54.
54%, yeah.
Yeah. 54%, Jemo. Who do we go to next? Ruth.
Ruth, if I were in Kenya or if I were voting here, I would vote for Martha Karua.
Martha Karua is a running mate. So it's Rao and Ruto.
I just told you that.
Yeah.
No, vote for Martha. The whole reason I'm voting is because Martha is on the ballot.
Okay.
49%.
So who gets 49%?
49% does not win.
So who gets 49%? Rao or Ruto?
No, like.
Or Rao.
Yeah.
Okay, so what you're saying is that it's gonna go to a runoff.
Most likely.
Okay. So Ruth says Rao 49% runoff.
Interesting.
Okay. Twende kwa nani? Twende kwa DJ Almost Fire.
Yeah.
Okay, huyo uko na yeye pia.
Mika.
Tell mwambie pia yeye lazima aseme. Pia yeye aseme. Ameingia kwa shop yeye lazima atasema.
Pia yeye aseme.
So mwambie aseme.
Labda inge kwa shop.
Anapiga kanandre hapo on the side.
Mika's friend, hebu tupatie.
Mika's friend, give us your prediction.
Hi, sasa tuko in studio leo tumesema tuwasalimie. I think my prediction is Atuta we'll have to vote twice. We will have to vote twice.
Oh, interesting.
Hakuna mtu atafika hiyo 50+1 and we'll have to do it twice. Kina Wajakoya's votes are the ones that are going to break this quote unquote 50-50 vote split.
Okay.
That's how I feel, and I feel like we're going to have to vote twice.
So you're saying Rao, what percentage do you give Rao or Ruto? Just give a percentage. Hata kama itafika 50.
I feel like Rao will have at least 49. Kina
Okay.
Ruto will have 47.
Okay. Aya, sawa.
You are the last party in the contest.
Aya, unaona ametolewa ASAP. Aya, Omosh fire.
That's interesting.
Aya, Omosh fire.
Mimi, I'm gonna go blue. So it's gonna be Raila and Martha. And I'm going with 60% for that chap.
That's bold.
Okay, that's bold.
Wow.
60%. With the way things are going now, na tumebaki na 8.8 minutes. 60.
Yeah.
Wanachukua hiyo kitu na 60.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with a runoff.
Aya, so what percentage are you giving?
47-48.
Who is 48?
Ruto
48.
Rao 47.
Okay. I'm seeing interest. Mimi naandika hapa hii hakuna nini. There's no running away from this. This is a written record.
You know, like me, I'm like,
this is
what?
a written record.
Why?
Okay, so 48.
If you've watched the campaign,
so Rao 49%.
you just don't. It's not clear.
Clear cut.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because these guys have been like, the way they have been campaigning. It's like today na Nakuru. Look, so Rao goes to Nakuru. Ruto goes to Laikipia. The next day, Rao goes to Laikipia. Ruto comes to Nakuru. Ruto goes to Mombasa. Rao goes to Western. Ruto goes to Mombasa. No, Ruto goes to Western. Rao goes to Mombasa. Like, you cannot really pinpoint. It's hard.
Okay.
And even those Ipsos polls or whatever, I just don't know. I just think that in and around. And you cannot take away the momentum that Hustler has had. You can't.
Unaona vile watu walikuwa wamenyamaza hapa kwa chat, but now they wameamka. Which shows you
have you seen this picture?
Which shows you how politics wakes people up.
Forget pictures and sijui what and memes and sijui nini sijui ke.
So sawa, hebu tuone hii picha hii hapa inafurahisha watu.
I'll post it in the
So anyway.
Yeah, okay. Aya, sawa. So like for me, I mean, of course, I'm one of those people who doesn't believe in neutrality. I mean, I think neutrality to me is weakness, and I know people are gonna disagree with me on that.
That's right.
So for me, I've been very decisive, like on who I'm supporting after contemplation for a very long time. I was very decisive on who I was gonna support in this election. It's quite clear that I'm a Rao supporter. I've never hidden that, but for my prediction, I'm gonna try to be faithful to numbers. I've not liked, like what the pollsters have done in the previous years, but there were certain things that I was looking at. I think over time they have improved. So for me, I'm gonna go with what the three major pollsters have said. So the three major pollsters have not polled anyone above 50%, but Angela Ombido on Jeff Koinange Live corrected. She said that doesn't mean that the pollsters believe that this is going to go to a runoff. Just because they don't give, like a candidate 50%, that doesn't mean it's going to go to a runoff. What it means is that when you look at the polls critically, they gave Raila 49%, they gave Ruto 42%, and then they gave Wajakoya and the other guy Wahiga something. They gave both of them 3%, and then they said there's like 6 to 7% undecided voters. Now those undecided voters, they're not undecided. Maybe they're just not revealing who they're gonna vote for. They internally know who they're gonna vote for. Yeah, and then the margin of error. Yeah, the margin of error that they've given is plus or minus 2%. So which means a best case scenario for Ruto
40%
is a runoff.
Yes.
Is a runoff, meaning nobody gets to 50%. Because if you give him the 42%, you give him give him benefit of doubt, give him 44%. It's very unlikely that all the 6% who are undecided go vote for him, because for Ruto to get to 50%, all that 6% undecided has to go to Ruto, and that's just statistically very, very unlikely. So for Ruto, best case scenario is a runoff. Mika, real quick before nimalize explanation yangu. Mika.
So I wanted to me other people I like to look at numbers the way they are. I'm a person who works with data. I look at data and I go with data. If we go statistically based on data, we look at the numbers of the strongholds of each of these candidates has been holding based on the previous election, right? So if you look at the regions where you say Rao holds and where Ruto holds predominantly as their main regions, it turns Central Province into a battleground. Turning Central Province into a battleground, even if they don't split 50-50, even if Ruto takes 70-30 of Central Province, and then you add the numbers that Rao already has been commanding in Nyanza, Western, Coast, and Nairobi, Northeastern, and then you add the Kamba vote, which also is coming from what's his name, Ngilu and Kalonzo. You basically see that without even doing a lot of math, Rao has a great distinct advantage over this. When you look at rallies and political gatherings, everybody's always going to feel a rally because people are ferried, people are paid. Idlers taken from the streets to go to attend rallies. University students. I was a university student. I was in both PNU and ODM rallies during my day. So rallies don't always give a good number of how it's going to be. Uhuru alikuwa anajaza stadium Kondele, alafu anapata kura 100 Kondele. Unashanga alijazaje stadium Kondele? Baba alikuwa anaenda Nyeri anajaza stadium, anapata kura 15 siku ya kura. So political rallies don't really define how it's going to be.
Okay.
Just look at how the voting patterns previously and the numbers that people held, and then you do the elimination process right now of Central being the battleground, and it's a very clear win. That's why I was confident to say 57%.
Okay. So the poll numbers that I was mentioning are an aggregate of all those different, strongholds, battlegrounds, and all those different regions. So like I'd said earlier, the pollsters on average, the three major pollsters on average have given Ruto 42%, and they've given Baba 49%. But this is with 3% to Wajakoya and Wahiga, and around 6 to 7% undecided.